Hello? Hello, hello. There it is. Alright then. Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of our Minecraft TerraFirmaGreg playthrough. In our previous episode, we put a lot of effort into getting a relatively small amount of red and blue steel. We didn't fully finish turning into we didn't fully finish turning it into red and blue steel. We got the weak versions. But I did just a small amount of work off camera to turn those into normal colored steels. And I actually need to make more colored steel. I just hit the mic. I need to make a lot more colored steel. Like, a lot. If the game will load. There we go. We're over here. Because I used, like, all of the red steel to make the red steel anvil. And then the last little bit of red steel. Oh my gosh, the frames. Oh, the frames. Everything going okay? Everything good? Okay. I used the last little bit of red steel I had to make this bucket because it requires a red steel and blue steel plate. Let's see, so a bucket. No, I need the recipe, sorry. Not the use, the recipe. So it requires one red and blue steel plate to make a red and blue steel bucket. I have to weld those two buckets together, but you know, the plates require require a double ingot, and the double ingot requires two. So I literally, and the anvil requires 7 double ingots, so I literally needed to use all 16 red iron that I had to make this anvil and a bucket. I don't know where I put the blue steel. I think I shoved it into one of these chests. Not that one. I know I had blue steel. Where did I put it? There it is. I have 14 blue steel right now. I need to make more, because if I'm going to work towards getting electricity this episode, I'm going to need a lot more blue steel. Bender, because if I want to make a bender, that requires machine holes, which requires wrought and steel iron plates, but an LV machine casing requires red and blue steel plates. Which requires a lot of things. I could use a forge hammer to turn 3 to 2, or I could use a mechanical press to have a chance, or 80% chance of turning 1 to 1. It isn't until I get a bender that I can have a 100% chance of 1 to 1. Which is annoying. But that's... Bender's probably going to be one of the first LV machines I make after the turbine that I need to make to actually run the darn thing. I need to make, like, a proper building for all this, too. Alright, so... I also have this setup going over here, or put this setup over here going for now. I'm going to turn this into a latex farm. So I can get some more latex going. Or, so I can get some latex going so I could, start making electric stuff. I need some papyrus so I can get paper, too. Get this out of here. You are in the way. And so are you, kind of. So, down you go. Off with his head. Deforestation. Every true American's favorite pastime. I'm joking. For all legal purposes, that was a joke. Alright, anyways. But now that I have a bucket, I can just transfer these just one at a time over and over. It's great. So, for now, I need to start with so many different things. I already have the taps to put on these trees when they eventually grow. I did plant them quite recently. What is going on over here? I'm sure YouTube's fine. Alright. So yeah, just waiting for these trees to grow. 5 days left, that's fine. Get this out of the way. These bushes. I'm going to need to make a water... I need to make a bunch more steel and a bunch more pig iron, which is why I have this iron smelting over here, which I just need more. I need more stuff. Specifically iron. All the freaking iron I can get. And I need a proper place for a tree farm. I have this, but this is going to be for tapping the trees. We got this hickory tree farm growing over here. I guess we can start a little tree farm over here. Where's the center? That's the center. 2, 3, 4. Meh. Space good enough. There we go. Now we got a decent amount of trees growing. Empty the inventory. Into, I guess, a decent chest. I am hungry. The landfills. The raw diamond, that is unironically completely useless to me. For now. I'm trying to keep this somewhat organized. This is a very poor attempt, I realize, but you do what you can. Alright, I had iron somewhere. There we go. I need to make a bunch of steel. I have some wrought iron. It'll have to do for now. I had something going in here. I did. Good. How's this looking? Almost. There we go. What I want right now, actually, is a mechanical press. Mechanical press can be used... Hold on. At create. It's like a pedestal. Depot, there we go. Metal casing and double wrought iron plate. technically don't need it, but it is nice to have. Well, metal casing is just a wrought iron plate and a log. But if I want a mechanical press, also going to need a rolling mill. A rolling mill is going to be necessary later in the future. Alright, rolling mill. There's a lot of things I'm going to need here. A speed controller, which requires brass casing. Which requires a precision mechanism, which requires 5 cogwheels, 5 large cogwheels, and 5 iron nuggets on a gold plate. Using a deployer. Let's see, where is mechanical press? There it is. Mechanical press. Where's the deployer? Mechanical press. That requires a block of wrought iron, which requires the alloy smelter and a casting mold. Do I have an alloy smelter? Steam furnace, macerator, compressor, forge hammer. I need an alloy smelter. Oh boy. How do I make an alloy smelter? Where was it? It was this one. So 1 steel plate, 11 wrought iron plates, 3 bricks, and a tin alloy fluid pipe. Okay. Well, I need some steel, so I need to get some coal going. And I need flux. Where's my flux stone? Dolomite, that'll do. Oh wait, there's flux in there. What am I doing? There we go. Excuse you. Thank you. I'd make this store more, but I need more wrought iron plates that I'm not willing to make. Anyways, forge hammer. Surely that's had enough time. Come on. This is ridiculous. Get some of this cooking. Oh, my fire starter broke. Oh yeah, you're done cooking. I need more iron. I need so much more iron, it's not even funny. Speaking of which... You take forever. Come on. I need to put more coal in there, don't I? Yep. I missed. I'm out of coal. Do-do-do. I did not mean to do that. Dang it. Come on. Keep her cooking. Do. I need so much more iron. We'll hold on to this last 16. Yeah. Oof. Last little bit in the wrong spots. We can fix this. Pig iron melts into pig iron, so it should be fine. Just a little bit more. Perfect. Now these can go back into here. You're done for now. Can take any remaining... Nope, nothing. Alright. Those still need time to grow. I need an alloy smelter. That's what I'm working towards. Because I need the block of wrought iron. And I need the casting mold, which is an empty mold, which is steel plates. I even have the 9 extra wrought iron. That's perfect. Alright, well, I need steel. Correction, I need steel plates. Two, four, yeah. cheaper to do it like this. Forget steel requires 2 steps. Oh, and the forge went out. It cannot, in fact, strike while the iron is hot. Two. Three. Oh wait, I need 1 steel plate for the alloy smelter too, dang it. Because I need that, but I also need the alloy smelter. The alloy smelter requires 1 steel plate. So much steel. Ha! Just made it. Perfect. I could probably take the remaining coke out. Alright, so all I'm missing now, hold on, I need the file. File hammer? There we go. And then block. That's one thing I need. Now I need bricks. I need brick blocks. There's a coke oven bricks. I need to put coke, more coke back in here. That'll do for now. That's not a crafting grid. But I do need to fire these. No, dang it. Is that all the copper I just threw? That is. Okay, good. Okay, so you, then you for that. I need the tin pipe. Do I have any spare tin pipes? I don't think I do. So we'll go back to the mechanical press, block wrought iron, tin alloy plate, wrench, and hammer. Wait, that said tin alloy? Tin alloy. Great. How does one get tin alloy? Oh, if I had an alloy smelter, that'd be nice, but I don't. Casting. Tin alloy. Iron and tin. Surely I have tin alloy somewhere. Am I overheating? I'm overheating. Sterling silver. Silver. Tin dust. I don't have any tin alloy. Dang it. Okay. You hate to see it. So it looked like it was pretty 50-50. Well, no. I need liquid iron, uses, alloying. Yeah, 50-50 for iron and tin. I'm probably going to need more tin alloy, so... I am super overheating now, holy cow. I need an ice bath. Okay. Come on. There we go. Tin alloy. Really, I only needed 3, but this makes things easier. Okay. I also have the wrench on me already. Nice. Wrench, hammer, pipe, boom. Alright, so pipe, block, wrought iron plates, steel plate. Why do I have a spare wrought iron plate? Oh, right, because I made 12 out of 11. I made 12 when I needed 11, I mean. Put you here. I need another pipe. Are these using bronze pipes? Yeah, these are using bronze fluid pipes. Do I have a spare bronze fluid pipe or no? I don't think I do. I have double bronze plate. But no, I don't have any bronze fluid plate. Fluid pit. I don't have any bronze fluid pipes. Do I even have any just straight up bronze sitting around? I don't think I do. I have black bronze, bismuth bronze. A bronze chisel. Yeah, I don't have a spare bronze fluid pipe. Look at that. Oh boy. I'm pushing buttons. There we go. Alright, so I need bronze. How do I make bronze? Gold, there's rose gold, red alloy. I'm going to need some of that later. Sterling silver, brass, bronze, copper, and tin. With a very large ratio here. Like, really large ratio. Four minutes of smelting, that's nice. Anyways, you need to cook more. It's not raining, but I am thirsty. There we go. So 2, 4, 6, 8. Nine. Alright, surely this should flow correctly. As long as I pop that out, and we're good. Wrong gear. That back, and put that back. That should be everything. Excusez-moi. How are you this? Why are you like this? Why are you like this? Alright. Doop-a-doo. Forge hammer. Just needed the one, but I was going to turn all that into plates anyways. So, boop, ba-doo, ba-doo, ba-doo. This is the wrong way, but it still works. Probably going to need the wrench anyways. All right. Now. Perfect. Actually, I needed the spare wrought iron plank anyways, because wrought iron plate? Wrought iron plate. Because I needed to do that. Where did I put the spare shafts? They're in one of these chests. There we go. Now, if I've done everything correctly, there we go. Mechanical press. The depot requires even more wrought iron plates. Deployer require. So I need 4 more wrought iron plates. Really 6 more. An electron tube. This is where electricity comes into play. I need more wrought iron. So much more wrought iron. In fact, I literally just used all of my wrought iron. Great. Well, for now, let's get that cooking. Get that cooking good looking. Empty vessels, of course. Alright. I need more iron. Did I start using iron 2 yet? Looks like it. Oh, barely caught that ladder. Oh yeah, this is the one that was made for iron mining. I forgot. I'm gonna get plenty of iron here. This iron vein, unlike the previous one, is mostly iron. The other one was kind of mostly gold, which, not complaining, I do need gold. But right now I need a metric butt ton of iron. And my lack of inventory space is not going to stop me. Ooh, frames. I do not need to drop my hammer. All of this is getting turned into iron. Actually, I have the furnace, so it's actually better to just straight up mine this with the mining hammer, actually. because the rich raw ores have or give me more when I smelt it. So I think it would be wise to just use the mining hammer here. I'm too far in. I don't have the inventory space for the raw ores. Let's see. I have a decent amount of iron-related ores on me right now anyway, so we're going to be good for now. I head back to camp. Reorient myself. Holy cow. And get these smelting. Yeah, no matter what, that turns into an iron ore. Or into iron, I mean. I don't get more if I turn it into dust and then purify it. It's just normal. I would have gotten more if I used the mining hammer. But that was an afterthought. Oh, right, bronze plates. Empty inventory. The spare flux in places that it needs to be placed. Spare bricks. Nickel. Ooh, I have a bunch of clay on me. Where did I put all my clay? There we go. Have these grown yet? Nope. How much more time? 2 more days. At least. So you're cooking. You're cooking. Good looking. Alright, well. This is going to take a bit. I just remembered I'm going to need a few more wooden buckets. And I need to make a steel drum. I can't make an aluminum drum yet because that requires envy, and I don't have envy yet. So steel drum it is. Four steel plates, 2 long steel rods, which would be a lot easier if I had the rolling mill. Where is it? Also, what is that? Oh, kinetic output box. Low voltage kinetic output? What does that do? I'd have to figure that out later. If I'm not mistaken. Alright, that first batch is done. Alright, while we're waiting for that next batch, I really have to use the bathroom, so I will be right back. I have returned. Took me long enough. I know. I apologize. Whoa, the lag. Okay. Ooh, you're done. Nice. Alright, so... I need more coal. Ooh, I'm also going to need treated wood planks. Something funny just came to mind. Alright. I do have some spare creosote cooking. Don't I have, like, treated wood pulp in here somewhere? Wait, no, I need the recipe. Treated wood pulp. I do not. I need this to cook faster. I need another coke oven. Coke oven bricks. Coke oven brick. Compressed coke clay. Sand. And clay balls. Dirt. Oh wait, there we go. The wooden brick form. Coke oven brick. Do I not have any sand? That's not going to be enough. But unfortunately, I'm out of sand. Yeah, I'm out of sand. Okay. I need you to light for just a short minute. Put the sand back in a chest. Still not even close. The clay back in a chest. Come on. There we go. Now, there's that. I need wrought iron plates. Gosh dang it. Excuse me. It'd be faster to take care of it over here. Also, the forge, the furnace, the blast, the dang it. Can work. But can room? Has room. Perfect. Put these all back in here so we can weld them and turn them into plates. Darn. You're still hammering away. Dang it. And then what did I need? The wrench. I also need a barrel. If I'm not mistaken, the barrel doesn't get consumed. So if I just... Boop-a-doo. Booper duper. Also, I need to do that. Yeah, I need much more sand than that. Alright, let's see. In order to finish this, I need... I have a ladder to get up there. Why am I jumping around? Also, I can finally get half of this going. It takes way too long for that. Alright. I do have my mining shovel. Look at that. Sand. Beach. Judge. Alright. Camp. Clay. Do I even have enough clay? That's the question. Probably not, but it's worth trying. 16. That's definitely not going to be enough. That's only 4 blocks right there. Not even enough to finish this layer. Ow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus 9. I need 14 times 4. I need a lot of clay. In the meantime, dump the iron in here. Put that in there. I think I have enough. I probably don't have enough sand, actually. I'm gonna need a lot more sand. Gold. I'll put the barrel back. Right, the recipe doesn't consume. There we go. Alright, you're done making pulp. Put that in there. I need Well, okay. I need these trees to finish growing. One more day for them. Where I have some wooden planks, because I'm going to need some buckets. For the taps. I can expand that tool belt, but I need to find more leather for it. The tomatoes still haven't grown. Green beans are working on it. Finally, I can harvest these. And that's a full stack. So needless to say, I'm not going to have an issue with food from here on. But as I was having issues, I need more clay. Dang, okay. Oh my goodness. Okay, back to camp. Reorient myself. I'm gonna need more sand. And there goes that. While that heats up, it appears I need to throw more logs into the coke furnace. Take out more iron. Booper duper. All the stuff. This stuff heats up quick. But in reality, it only heats up as fast as the forge. There we go. That's a little over half of the blocks I need. I just need 6 more blocks. Yes. Which means I need more sand. Perfect. Crafting table. No, that's only 4. That should be enough. Perfect. Get the wrench, connect. Put the wrench back in the toolbox. And now, boom, we can now have 2 coke ovens going. And that's all the iron. For now. I think all of my clay was in here. And now it's back. I shoved the iron in one of these chests. There we go. We're now producing creosote twice as fast. I'm making so much wrought iron right now. Because I'm going to need it. I'm also going to need a boatload of steel. Ah, you're done. Good. Do as many as I can while it's still hot. It cools much faster in ingot form. Ah! Just couldn't make it in time. I made a lot of them, though. That cooking. Get these cooking. Doop-a-doo. And the last two. Let's not have those cool in the water wheel, as funny as that looks. Alright. Back to a decent amount of wrought iron. Oh, dang, there's one more bloom that I missed. I didn't even see it. That's hot enough. There we go. Boop. Alright. Yeah, I thought the math wasn't adding up there. You're cooking. I need all this charcoal back so I can make steel. Alright. I need red iron. If I'm going to get into electricity, I'm going to need red iron right now. Or not red iron, red steel. Because I have the blue steel, I just need the red steel. Red steel is... Oh wow, look at that. Alloy smelter. Ender macerator. Yeah, rose gold, brass, black steel, and steel. Rose gold. Makes liquid red steel. 1 rose gold, 1 brass, 2 steel, 1 black steel. 1 rose gold, 1 brass. I need to make weak steel, which is steel, black bronze, and nickel. I have black bronze somewhere in here. There we go. Do I have nickel? If I had a nickel for every time I needed nickel, I'd have a lot of nickels. These trees should be growing soon. Do I not have any nickel? I thought I did. Guess I didn't. I am overheating, I feel like. Like my colors are getting oversaturated in orange. No. Yeah, I do not have any nickel. That's unfortunate. But I do have a decent amount of pig iron. I'm gonna need a lot of weak steel. That requires steel. And I need to go find some nickel. Where was the nickel vein? Do I even have one is the question. I know I had some. Did I not mark it? Or was it right here? Let's do this. Oh yeah. It's harder to do when you can't see landing. one more try for good time's sake. Let's go. Third time's the charm. That was dumb. Yes, sir. No, sir. Dang, not the poor pedantolite. Or pitlandite. Really, nothing. Okay. This was why we're mining it like this, so we can actually get more. This vein doesn't really give much nickel. If I wanted a better vein for nickel, I might have to go somewhere else for it. Do this perhaps, maybe, possibly, maybe? Like, dang. It's bad enough I'm getting, like, no ores out of this. I only got 8 nickel. Which really should be all I need. Yeah, 1, 1, 2 for 4 weeks deal. I'll be fine. Alright, keep them coming. No, not the hammer. That was the full 16, huh? You guys are not supposed to be stopping. I need more fuel in here. Great, now it's raining. Let them cook. Dang it. If I'm not mistaken, that's the recipe. One nickel, one black bronze, two liquid steel. Black bronze, nickel, steel. Yes, we have the recipe. That's funny. Don't I have some poor raw nickel sitting around in... Yeah, there we go. Dang it. Because the nuggets can be combined into an ingot, if done correctly. I'm gonna need more steel than this. One of these turns into 16. The math checks out. 16 times 9 is a single ingot. If I had one more raw ore, would have been perfect. Oh wait, I do. Look at that. Excuse me. 5 nickel ingots right there. Perfect. Let him cook. Alright. Alright. I gotta combine all this. And I'm hungry. These trees will be growing anytime now. Surely I have room for all of this. No, I do not. Now I do. Darn. Took too long. Do-do-do. Right. Math checks out. There we go. Oop. And +4. I was doing so much of this last night just to make the last little bit of red and blue steel. I'm multitasking something fierce right now. All of the charcoal. All right. All right, a bunch of black steel. Forge has gone out. Excuse me. Four black steel, 2 steel, 1 brass, 1 rose gold. That should be the recipe for liquid red steel, 1 rose gold, 1 brass, 2 steel, 4 black steel. 1, 1, 2, 4. Yes. 1, 1, 2, 4. Yes. Now, if we I was gonna say if we grab another batch worth, we could get 16, but we don't have enough black steel to make the 16. We'd need more black steel. That's so annoying. we're literally 4 black steel short of being able to make 2 batches. So, in the meantime, okay, maybe we're a bit more than 4 black steel shy. We're 8 black steel shy. Technically 6. Dang, gave it too much time to cool. That's what happens when you don't have inventory space. Perfect. 8 more red steel to not even be close to the 14 blue steel I have, but it'll have to do for now. Until I can get a bender, that's the best I can do for now. Alright, that's the first tree grown in a good way. Alright, I'm waiting for these 2 to grow. And is there any spare coke in here? There is. Yeah, let's just sleep through the night. Maybe the other trees will grow by then. Doesn't look like it. They're ready to grow, but they're not quite doing it. Well, for now. There's one. I'm going to need a lot of copper pipes. I need 3 of these. And I appear to... Okay, there we go. I'm like, I appear to only have 3 ingots. Oop, starving. Okay. Three of those. Then I need... Where's the spare shafts? Three of these, so I can make 3 of these. But I'm also going to need 3 more of these. And a water wheel. How does one make a water wheel? I think that's just planks. There we go. Oh, but I need more steel. Forgot I needed to make the steel drum. That's for the plates. And the rods. Hey, the rest of the trees grew. Tap it. I just want just this single log, not the whole tree, please. Thank you. Tap, bucket. That works, I guess. We'll get this side as well. Because what we're about to do is make a new axe. Gosh dang it. Yes, I realize I still have pig iron in the crucible. Give me just a moment. Behold my brilliance. That needs a place to flow first. I have wooden food pipes. How do I get wooden food pipes? Wood fluid pipes. Mallet, I have a mallet somewhere. And a sauce. Anyways, wow. And I ruined it. That's... I hate this. I hate this with a passion. I'm creative mode fixing that because that's stupid. Lag? Lag. Lag. All the lag. I put 3 of these in here and I took that long to do all that. That's crazy. I just wasted a boatload of coke there. Wait, how did I make this again? A lot of wood. Now I gotta have a mallet in here somewhere. There it is. Mallet, saw, wooden planks. There we go. I need one more. Two for good measure, though. All right, now back to over here. Grab these, cool those down, take these over to the forge hammer, 2, 4. Stick those in there, those won't melt. Those in there, take these out. They cool quick, so I gotta be careful. Come on. All right. Steel drum. Now we can connect all this. Empty, 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 empty. There should be 3,000 going into this. What the heck? Oh, it's all in here now. Okay, good. There. That should be filling at a pretty steady rate. Nice and compact. One step closer to electricity. I need food. You need to be careful when I'm holding my freaking hammer. All right. What am I working towards right now? I'm working towards getting electricity. But I need the mechanical press and the deployer placed. And a rolling mill. A rolling mill would be great. Where do I want that little setup to go? I really can place it anywhere now that I can have water sources anywhere. Get that cooking. I'm actually lost here. Double wrought iron plate. I'm going to need vacuum tubes. Dang, okay, so I do need to weld it. Alright, but the forge has gone out again. I'll use coal this time. So I have plenty of extra. Lead her back up. These go into the forge. They can't. Lol. I'm actually going to need another machine or metal casing for well, I can't remember the name of it. It's not an actuator. I forget what it's called. Can weld. Perfect. I don't have my hammer. Perfect. Now you and you for the depot. A speed controller would be nice, but that requires a brass casing and a precision mechanism. Ah, deployer. That's what I need. I need a deployer. And a crap ton of cogwheels. I need basically 10 cogwheels. 5 small, and then 5 to make the large cogwheels. And then 5 iron nuggets. I'm also going to need to make a metric butt ton of large water wheels. But that's an ordeal for another time. Is it really though? That's filling up nice. I need a cooking pot. No, I need a vat. Not a vart, a vat. I need a vat. That's what I need the beeswax for. That's what I need the beeswax for. Okay. Bee hive. Thatch, beehive frame, lumber. I need a lot of lumber. And thatch, of all things. Wow. Did not think I'd have to come back to this. Been a hot minute since I've had to do this. Flower petals can just sit there. Is it? Oh, it's 4. Okay. Bless you. I need inventory space. All the ingots in here. Huh? What? Don't I... Oh, okay. Two beehive frames, but I'm also going to need... These don't stack. These to fill them. And flowers. Lots and lots of flowers. I think that works. I'm hungry again. Trying not to get rid of traces of clay, because that would suck. Trying to only use wildflowers here. There we go. In order to get electricity, I need bees. This should probably, hopefully, maybe grant me a chance with bees. How is this 47 flowers and this is 45? I guess the hibiscus counts as 2? Either way, you gotta wait for bees. If we want electricity, we have to wait for bees. But the longer we wait, the more, or the better chances we do get at getting bees. Eventually that'll get bees. In the meantime... I need to set up my mechanical press. That should be enough for now. You're in the way. You're in the way. Ooh. Here's where all the water wheels are going to go. No, I did that wrong. There we go. Duper duper. All right, this should work. You know, I really actually kind of want that to be higher up, but it's fine. I can make gears. This bush is in the way. Alright, so make things more compact and easier on myself. I want the rolling mill here, because we're going to have a gear right here and here. Rolling mill here. Mechanical press here. And then deployer here, which we're going to need another depot, but that's beside the point. Food. Oh, but we need a speed controller too. How does the speed controller work again? Speed controller. We need the deployer either way. Alright, now we can make plates. Rolling mill. 2 shafts, 2 wrought iron plates, 1 wrought iron gear, 1 wrought iron ring. Iron ring is a rod and a hammer, so that's really easy. Gear is 4 plates and 4 rods, so I need 4, 8, 10 plates, 4, 8, and 10 rods. Oh boy. 10 plates, 10 rods. Do I even have 20 wrought iron? I do. Barely. Now we pray that 10 of these end up as plates. Dang, we lost one. This is why we need a speed controller. But we can't get the speed controller until we have the deployer. But we can't get the deployer until we have an electron tube. We can't get an electron tube until we have resistors and circuit boards. Can't get resistors till we have resin. And paper. We need paper. We need to be growing papyrus. Do I even have papyrus seeds? Wow, we are 5 for 5 for this batch. 6? Can we go for a 6 in a row? Dang. Nice, we only lost 2. Oh, it's a wrench. Rolling mill. Alright, getting one step closer each time. But now I need paper. I need papyrus. Do I even have papyrus? Pappy. Do I have any form of papyrus in my chests? No, I do not. Paper making. Papyrus. I need to find papyrus. Surely I've encountered wild papyrus before. Like this, yes. Where is my Kniffy? Growing on top of clay, too. Papyrus is yet to go out of season. You know what is out of season? My freaking laptop. Holy crap, this lag. There's a reason why I want to build a new computer. Alright, let's head back to base. I got 6 papyrus seeds and 11 papyrus. That is a good start. We'll gradually replace our corn with this. Temperature's too low. Wow. It's too cold to be growing papyrus? Wow. Too cold at night, at least. How are the bees doing? No queen yet. Still no queen. Too cold. Too cold. I need a spot where I can grow papyrus. Dang, really? It's getting colder. What the heck? Well, one of these directions is supposed to increase the temperature. I guess it was east. Never mind. I guess we'll be starting our papyrus farm over here then. Back to camp, because I need a bucket of water and my hoe, if I still have one. I could just make one. I really only dug out that stuff so I could clear out the area. Where's the hole I dug? There it is. I need to mark this on my map. I only needed one as far as I can tell. Dang, I actually needed two. What do you mean? Current temp says 18. Or says 19. Do you need a torch to warm you up? Maybe these won't grow. It's not gonna grow because it's fall. Dang it. Papyrus is out of season. However, I did manage to get a decent amount for paper. I broke my knife. If these do manage to grow, that would be great. But if they don't, well, it is what it is. Barrel full of water, barrel full of water. let that sit for 8 minutes. And, yeah. We didn't quite make it to electricity just yet. We're getting close. We're getting close. They didn't give me that stupid. Alright, anyways. Mechanical age. We've kind of entered the mechanical age. We don't need the fluid tank. The fluid tank is useless. I need the deployer. The millstone would be nice. Alright, so... and the mechanical saw. So we need an electron tube to get the deployer, because we need the deployer to make a precision mechanism, as well as a lot of electronics for entering the electrical age, or LV age, I mean. But I want the rotation speed controller as well. And we enter low voltage from here. Starting with the first of many motors. Well, we need... the turbine is going to be the first electricity thing we need, or electricity thing we make. That's the first thing we need, the steam turbine. Once we have that, we'll have officially entered the electricity age. The low voltage age, I mean. And then I guess we could do basic wire mill. Well, no, we want the bender next. Wherever the heck that is in this bender. Yeah, we want the bender, and then we need program circuits, but we still need circuits. It might be another week or two before we end up in the low voltage age. But we're close. We're getting there. We have the steel we need. We just need the other materials. We'll figure the rest of that out another time. But for now, that's where we're going to have to call this week's episode. So, thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed and you're new to the channel, then be sure to, for those on YouTube, be sure to subscribe if you haven't already and hit that like button to let me know you want more. And be sure to check me out on Twitch, where I'm also streaming this series. Link will be in the description. And for those already on Twitch, be sure to leave a follow and turn on notifications to be notified of when I go live next. If y'all want to know when I stream in general, I stream every Monday and Tuesday at 2 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. And run for about 2 hours. And, yeah. That's just gonna about do it. Tune in next week where we make even more progress towards getting to LV. But anyways, once again, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye-bye now.